Hello, I'm Dr. Wendy Rowley. This is Heartfield Evolution, a new series on YouTube, and this is episode 3. And we're keeping these short and sweet so you can just get a little inspiration or new information or something exciting so you have a positive view of some of the changes going on at the spiritual level upon the planet so that we can upgrade and evolve. And it'll give a little balance to what's going outwardly when you look out at the world and the news and what you're projected is supposedly happening. No, it's good to have a little balance there. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way, and here we go. Oh, good day to you, dearest being of light. This is Aliania of Cosmic Service. I am a Palladian, mother of sound. Peace be with you, peace be with you, and peace be with you. This one is going to start this video by doing a sound alignment so that you may align to the new divine feminine energy that is coming into the planet now in increasing amount in 2024, 25, 26. And then it's like, you can think of it like coming online. What it was set up to do is going to start becoming more juiced and activated and enlivened and start to have an effect in 2027, 28, and 29. So, this alignment will allow you to keep attuned to the new divine feminine inflow. So, if you listen to this over the next 3 years a couple times, it'll help keep you in that alignment. And that's why we're doing this. Okay, we will come back with some information after she has done her sound work. right, dearest beings of light. If you're tuning into her for the first time, this is Alanie of Cosmic Service, and you've never seen this type of sound healing, the melodic sounds are into the fibers of your soul and spiritual anatomy, should you have given permission to have this alignment. An alignment is like a realigning of your spiritual fibers in your energy body, of your spirit, interim spirit body, to soul for a particular resonance. And so we resonated and made a small connection into the divine feminine for the new energy. And that had not been done yet. So this is a good time to have this. So there is, from this alignment, a little bit of a sweet energy that comes in that can be felt, particularly for women, in the second chakra, almost into the creative female energy. So you will feel this from basically from the bottom of the torso up, which is a nice thing for validation of your spiritual nature, to feel something of your benevolence in your spiritual nature. Okay, so that's about that. Now, this one gives alignments and activations in her work, which are enhancements and upgrades and things that are changing and shifting that can be brought and opened up to new levels of soul and supreme being. And we may be so bold for some of you to, if you've never heard it, to say the Christ healing energy forces. And then those energies come in and percolate and bring something up to the surface to heal, and then the soul presence can be in that area in greater amount. And that's really what healing is about. That is the most simplistic way of describing healing. Moving something out that is basically not true and bringing something that is truth. And what could be more true than your soul and your connection to the creative source? At least from our perspective. You have to realize that everything that we say is our perspective, because I am sharing information from my perspective as a Pleiadian mother of sound and an interdimensional being who traveled here like you did. Okay, so what we would like you to have understanding of this day is that this changing energy that we have spoken about earlier is having an effect on your world in two ways. Some people are feeling the need that they have to do something and they need to make a change because they see everything that's wrong out there in the world right now, because they are feeling the healing forces of the new energy. And so they get a bunch of people together, and it's time for rebellion, revolt. It's time to take public action and let them know how we feel and what we want, and that we won't do that anymore. So there's a lot of that. For some other people, it's going to be more like, I feel a call to the divine. I need to find that. I have a big feeling that I need to go on a spiritual quest. I don't know why, but I'm going to go out there and see what's going on out there, because something is going on and I feel it. I feel something changing. And there's going to be those people. There's also going to be people who are going to be like, we run prayer camps and we really got to vamp it up because there needs to be more of that. And there's going to be those things. And so you're going to see a variety of reactions. Some people are going to feel they have to go outward and do something, and some people are going to feel they have to go inward and change something, or find something new, or try something new at the inner level. And those on the outer level are going to basically be in the same kind of energy. We want something new, we have to try something new, something has to change. And that's what this energy is going to drive to the surface. It's going to drive that kind of a feeling. So as you see the divine feminine increase over the next 3 years, you're going to see more of this and know what it is. And that way you don't have to go, oh my gosh, everything's falling apart. This one's grandmother had a great saying, y'all are going to hell in a handbasket. And it was a saying from her generation. And she thinks it's a fun saying because she doesn't believe in hell. Now, if you believe in hell, that might be a scary statement to you. But what it basically means is you're choosing the wrong path. And many are going to feel that when they look out at the world. But maybe it's just a transition energy, because the light is bringing things to the surface to be looked at. So you're going to look at things that need to be changed, and you're going to start to go, well, we don't have the answers yet, because the old way of doing it did not work, and we don't have a new way yet, but we're really agitated and we want the change now. And that's going to be the energy. So we have said recently in this one's healing paradigm that in between every type of a change of healing energy, there's a little interim band of a shift change, kind of like you're in now in your great planetary cycle. And so during that shift change time, the energies don't flow as well between Earth cosmic mix, because you're shifting. And so there's a feeling that you can't change, you're stuck. But at the same time, there's a feeling like you can. So you can still heal and fill yourself with your soul's forces during a shift change time, or an interim band between, we're now definitely in this energy and definitely in this energy. And you can think of that as the swing of your annual cycles or your daily cycles, the sun going back and forth. You know you're going through different kinds of realities. It's dark, it's light, the sun is here, it's not. So just imagine that in a spiritual kind of way. And so there's an understanding that in the shift change time, it's a little harder to make change. But shift change times, those ones you're in now, the little one you're in now, don't last long. And then we're not talking about the great planetary shift you're in now. We're talking about you're in a little one right now. So just give it until next fall, where it'll start to move again. And this is necessary and purposeful in order to do upgrades, in order to bring in new energies, in order to get some of those solutions that you are looking for to come from a new kind of energy. Because if those solutions haven't been here in your past, they have to come from someplace new. So there's going to be a little bit of a shift change time this year. That's going to be a little bit kind of like an interim space where we don't quite progress as much as we would like. But know that it's going to take a grand shift at the end of the year. One of three as you ramp up in this energy. There's going to be one of these at the end of each of the next 3 years. The end of this year, 2025, 2026. And then what you're going to see is an influx of new creational energy, 27, 28, and 29. And that's going to feel really different. And we're going to leave that for when we get to there. But just know that at the end of each of these next 3 years, it's going to be a large flowing income and creational energy that's going to shift things. But in the beginning of the year, there's going to feel a little bit of a stuck feeling, because the new energy ramps in, things come up to be healed. Some people are working really hard at that for both the collective and the individual levels. In the healing professions, people all around the globe know about this and they're working it. And that, or you just have to say, okay, well, I'm going to plan my project. I'm going to try to put this in place. But then at the end of the year, there's going to be a shift, and whatever you're working on will feel like it goes through. And we don't mean on everything and everyone. We just mean if your particular creative project requires the new energy, then that is what you're going to feel. So for those who are juicy, in the creative sectors, or are particularly healers, light workers, and channelers, you're going to feel this the next 3 years. And it's a good thing to know, because then you can just relax and go, I know what this is. I have knowledge of this. And after the first year, it'll be such an obvious difference in December that when the 2026 comes, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know this, because it'll be familiar. So just be aware, you're entering new territories and new energies you have never been in here before. As other channelers have said, you're in a place and space where you have never been before. You are in a quantum band of energy that scientists actually saw ahead that you were eventually going to go into. And you are in that now. You entered that just after 2012. And they were calling it a gamma ray field, or I don't know, they had some name for it. but you're in that. It's a little bit of a fog band. Just kind of like you're feeling on the earth right now. Things are a little foggy, but you're coming out of that. But that band is necessary, because just like we described an individual band in your annual cycle and in your individual cycles, that's a great cosmic band, and it's a lot of upgrading going on. And we're going to leave it at that. So we took you from the micro to the macro. Just know you are dearly loved. There's a lot of support going on the other side of the veil. Keep your focus on the positive and the new energies coming and the new changes and the new solutions, and attune your soul to that, because that has hope and promise. And there's no point in railing around in the old energies. You've been there. That's what this one feels. I've been there. I've done that. But what's that? That's new. That has a nice flavor. Let's go check that out. What can I do? What can I do now to help myself with that energy? And so it is. You are dearly loved. Expect benevolence in all you do, and we bid you adieu. Peace be with you. All right, this is Dr. Wendy Rowley. That was very sweet. I liked that information. I hope you did too. I am an energy worker and a healer and a naturopathic doctor, and so my perspective is almost like using the energy of the spiritual energy anatomy, or however you want to describe it. There's a lot of information out there all over the web around it. It's pretty well accepted now out in the mainstream, that you can see it all over the web, that we have a spirit body and that it's an energy body, and we're bioenergetic, and we have an energy field and a bioenergy field. There's lots of words for it. And so I've looked at that quite intensely, because for me, it helps my work. So I try to find a bridge between the spirit world of healing and the mundane or the physical reality of our bodies and the biochemistry and what we're in now. And I'm trying to help people find a bridge between the two. So if I use languages and words you've never heard, it's okay. I sometimes will spark in a little explanation for it, or you can just look it up on the web. You'll find an answer for it, most all. And so I use sometimes the anatomy of the spirit body as a metaphor to try to describe how magnificent we are, because it is amazing. It is amazing. We are amazing, and we are definitely divinely connected. Because if it were not so, could you see the light of the soul come in and heal something instantly in someone, and just see some pain or emotion disappear? So clearly there's something going on from my perspective as a doctor and a healer. So I just brought this forward to share, because this work I feel very strong about. And I hope you do too. And I hope you come to the Great Global Healing Party. You get the healing both individually, and you contribute your soul's forces to the collective, so that we can heal at the collective level, our ancestral and human consciousness co-creative level, our group level. So that's another place you can check out to get some healing work. Free. Every year, 4 times a year. The website's the Great Global Healing Party, and the YouTube playlist channel for that will have the healings percolated in as we do them. So they'll always be there. You're multidimensional. You can just tune in, meditate, join that healing, and have it. Because you'll be here in the future, but you'll be quantumly with your soul in the past with the group. That can happen. It does. Okay, I got to get off. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's see what unfolds in this new series.